Hey everyone, welcome on your YouTube channel of Lalbagh Girls Inter College. This is Jyoti Singh. Class, as we have seen in the second part, the connective tissue, we have seen that the animal tissues are of various types. First we have seen with the epithelial tissue. In the second part, we have just touched the second type, which is called connective tissue. In this part, we are going to discuss about the connective tissue in details. We will see the types of connective tissue, we will see its function, its position and so on. So let's learn about the connective tissue in detail.
So children, we have seen that animal tissues are of various types. We have seen the first type with the epithelial tissue. Now we are moving with the second type, is what? Connective tissue. So today we will learn first with the connective tissue. Its main characteristic that it consists of a matrix and the cells are embedded in it, and basically it is located deeper parts of the body and found between the skin and the muscles. That is why it is behave as a connective tissue, because it connects two things. One is the muscle to the skin. So its function is like it connects various organs and keep them in place. Let's see its various types. First is the connective tissue proper, or we can write loose connective tissue. It is composed of irregular cells scattered and embedded in a soft matrix and encompasses all internal organs and body cavities. Second, it acts as a binding and supporting structure within the body. That means it helps in the binding between the muscle and the skin, and because of the binding capability, it supports the structure with the body. Just imagine children, if you don't have such kind of connective tissue, your skin will be just like a covering of any wrapping sheet. That means your organs are just drop down into your skin, and your skin is just like a bag or just like a pouch in which you can put anything else and it will be moving from here and there. That means just like your stomach can be moved from upwards to the downwards and downwards to the upward, just like that. So supporting structure within the body, that means it gave you a structure. That means your body is in shape because of the connective tissue, because it maintains the fixed position between the muscle and the skin. Alright, so let's see the types of connective tissues. Connective tissue proper, we are talking about the connective tissue proper. So here are the types. There are the three types. One is the areolar, second is the adipose, and third is the fibrous connective tissue. So let's see its characteristic, location and function. Alveolar tissue made of gelatinous matrix containing cells and irregularly arranged fibers. That means the cells are basically just like a jelly matrix and irregularly arranged. That means there are no pattern is there, arrangement pattern of cells are not properly found. So location is what? Found between the skin and the muscle, around the blood vessel, nerves and in the bone marrow. Function is what? Supports and strengthens the internal organ. It provides support and gives strength to internal organs. So this is the main function of your alveolar tissue. Now move with the second type, is adipose tissue. Adipose tissue cells are filled with fat globules. So whenever the term will become adipose, you just think that something is talking about fat. So the adipose tissues, the cells of these tissues are basically filled with fat globules, and location found beneath the skin. Because of this factor that they are found beneath the skin or below the skin, your skin look like a shiny, because fat gives you a chubby look, it gives you some kind of shiny, your body, it make your body shiny, right? So around the kidneys and other internal organs such as intestine. So this is the main location. and function is insulate the body and prevent the loss of heat. So exactly, if your fatty tissue is found below the skin, that is why sometimes your mother, your father will say as a chubbiness or fattiness is helpful in winter times, because it prevents you from the loss of heat. And those children who are most of the or maximum adipose tissue, they will not face this kind of problem in winters. Okay, they will not feel cold lots, but the insulate the body and prevents the loss of heat. Now the third point is fibrous tissue, mainly formed of fiber forming cells which form the tendon and ligament. So its main characteristic is what? They are formed of fiber forming cells. That means some kind of fibers are there. So the fibrous tissues are made, the fibrous tissue cells are made of some kind of fiber or longitudinal cells which form the tendons and ligaments, and these are found in the spaces between the bones and the muscles. So there are some kind of gap is present between the bones and the muscles, but this is filled by this fibrous tissue. And what is the main function of this tissue, or we can say tendons? So it helps in the attachment of the muscle to the bone. So if I ask the question, what kind of tissue is found for the proper attachment of muscle to the bone? The thing or the kind of tissue which is present in our body for the attachment of the muscle to the bone is what? Tendon. And the tendon is a type of tissue is called fibrous tissue. So it helps to the attachment muscle of the bone. Ligaments serve to hold the structure together and keep them strong and stable. Alright, now we come to the second type, is a supportive connective tissue. We have seen the proper or loose connective tissue. Now we are going to talk about the second type in connective tissue, which is a supportive connective tissue and dense connective tissue. Alright, so let's talk about the types of connective tissues. So let's see the first point, supportive tissue. It is composed of fibers and its main matrix element, and is found in bones and cartilages. It connects different tissues. Now move its various types. There are two types. One is the cartilage, second is the bone. So proper or supportive connective tissue are of two types. One is the cartilage, second is the bone. And cartilage is what? Non-porous, semi-transparent and elastic tissues. So this kind of tissue you can see in your ear pinna. The external part of ear is made up of cartilage. Your nose tip is made up of cartilage, and when you feel it, that you can twist your ear, it is some kind of elasticity property, and that is why your teacher tried to pull your ear, because your ear is made up of cartilage and cartilage has the property of elasticity, right? Now move with the location. Present in the nose, external ear, trachea, larynx, ends of the long bones and between the vertebrae. Vertebrae is what? You know that your backbone is what? Vertebral column. Your backbone is called as a vertebral column, and your vertebral column is made by the lots of vertebrae. Now these vertebrae are interconnected with the help of this cartilage tissue. So function is smoothen the bone surface at joints, allowing a smooth movement of these joints. So basically it helps in the soft movement. So your bones are not fixed, like just imagine that your bones are not fixed, but the two bones are interconnected, and these two bones are interconnected with the help of this cartilage, and this cartilage will avoid the friction between the or rubbing of two bones. So it provides a smooth surface between the joints of two bones. Now come to the second connective tissue is what? Bone. It is a hard, strong and non-flexible porous tissue which consists of living cells. It is formed a rigid part of the skeletal system. That means your body has a system. One is a skeletal system, which is a hard skeletal system, hard in nature, and it is a rigid part, and it forms the supporting framework of the body, gives shape and rigidity to the body. So if I ask the question, which connective tissue is supporting or making the framework of the body, give you shape and rigidity, then your answer will be like bone. When I ask which kind of tissue is helpful for the proper connection of the skin to the bone, then you will say is connective tissue. Now we move with the third type of connective tissue, which is a fluid connective tissue. It consists of liquid as the ground substance, and it is present throughout the body. It provides nutrition, helps in the transport of nutrients, and get rid of waste matter. Come to its type. Fluid connective tissue are of two types. One is the blood, second is the limb. That means we can use here transportation term. You will learn class that transportation in plants and transportation in animals. Transportation in plants done with the help of the xylem and the phloem tissues, but the transportation in animals will done with the help of these tissues, and these are basically what transporting vehicles, transporting carriers are blood and lymph in humans body.